Hey gamers, Maniac here with GameAccess.net. Welcome back to Maniac's Kitchen. And today, I gotta say, we're gonna be having the perfect staple beverage for summer. It has been hot, hot, hot. What do you say we make Maniac's famous lemonade? For this recipe, you're going to need a bunch of lemons, obviously. I would recommend at least getting 3 lemons minimum. A bag of white sugar. This is crystalline sugar, not confectioner's sugar. A measuring cup because it's just a lot easier. A knife and a saucepan. You're also going to need some water, but water from the tap should work just fine for our purposes. The first thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need to make a simple syrup. Anybody that's familiar with making a simple syrup recipe would probably know what I'm talking about exactly. We're going to heat up some sugar in just regular water using a stovetop in order to essentially melt the sugar into the water. This is going to be the first part of our concentrate for the mixture. Measure out about a cup of water. Dump the water into a saucepan that you can use to heat up on a stove. And then we're measuring out, this is a half a cup of sugar, and we're going to add that to the water. Let that mix. This is a lot of sugar. I'm going to pop it on the stove. We're not going to set it too high because I don't want this to boil too fast. But we're going to essentially bring this water to a boil. While the simple syrup is boiling, we're going to cut these lemons in half and start juicing them. Now, if you've got a juicer at home, use it. Otherwise, you're going to have to do what I'm doing, which is essentially manually squeezing these lemons. What we're going to want to do is we're going to want to take these lemons and squeeze about 3/4 of a cup of lemon juice into the measuring cup. We're later going to add that to the concentrated mixture. Now, the problem with this is going to be, and if you have a juicer, you may not have this problem, remove the seeds. And that is probably the most irritating part about this process. If I'm going to start squeezing juice into these, seeds are basically going to start popping out. And it's annoying and it's irritating, so try to get as many of the seeds out on the lemons as you can. Pulp isn't going to matter. Don't worry about getting pulp in there. You're going to be fine with having pulp in there. So yeah, let's just start squeezing, shall we? Make sure to keep stirring your simple syrup as it's forming and boiling in the pot. As you can see here, it's starting to really just boil, and I've been stirring it plenty, so we're going to just cut the heat off of it. It looks like it's pretty much created. So, yeah, it looks fine to me. Thanks to the magic of television editing, I have squeezed out about 1/3 cup of pure, unrefined lemon juice. And okay, so now it's gotten to a point where we've got our simple syrup, we've got our lemon juice squeezed out. What are we going to do with it? Well, this is just a standard tumbler. This one was given to me actually as a gift by my neighbor. So thanks to my neighbor for this one. We're going to basically use this to store the concentrate for right now. We still got the concentrate on the stove. I filled it with ice so that this stuff will rapidly cool. This will also dilute it with water, or dilute it in water, I should say. As you can see here, this stuff is hot and it's rapidly cooling thanks to the ice. Just put that in the sink for right now. So yeah, now we've got our simple sugar and that's cooling. We're going to add the lemon juice. Stir this up pretty good. The ice is going to turn to water and it's going to continue to dilute for this. This is just a way to basically allow you to drink it faster. As you can see, look at it. It's already basically melting pretty good because that solution was still pretty hot. All right. Now we're going to cap it. Again, it's still hot. You don't want to drink this right now. It's still probably going to be hot from the... There we go. And we're just going to refrigerate it for right now. Thanks to the magic of some clever editing, This is now cold. Actually, it was a refrigerator, but you get the point. What to do with this concentrate now? Well, you could drink this straight up, but there's a lot of sugar in this. I've drank it. You could drink it, but what you probably could do instead is just continue to add water to it and continue to dilute it down until it gets to a point where you're happy with it. I've made this before. I've split it in two and shared it with my girlfriend, and she really liked it, and that was at half strength. Like I said, I've drank this straight up. Honestly, this is my favorite lemonade. As for other stuff that you can do with it, obviously, once you're done with it, you can garnish it with a little bit of lemon squidge. And I've even seen some recipes where you could sprinkle some ginger on it if you wanted to. That's entirely up to you. Well, since this is Maniac's Kitchen and you guys seem to enjoy me at least trying this, I'm going to do a dare and I'll take a sip of this and see what I think of it. That is still the best lemonade I've ever had in my entire life. That's my opinion, but I've had manufactured lemonades and this thing just totally kicks the crap out of all of them. Stay tuned to Maniac's Kitchen for next time when we're going to do a special guacamole recipe. So until next time, guys, my name is Maniac with GameXS.net. Take care. Over and out.